I have a spring in my step today, this Monday, May 18th, because I'm telling you, folks, I have never missed a wave in my life. I saw the Tea Party wave. I saw the Trump wave. I saw the Boehner wave. I saw it all. I also saw the blue wave to a certain extent. We knew we were in trouble in that one, not to the extent I've seen the others. But I'm telling you, the tide is turning. The gig is up. Pelosi's bill that she outlined on Friday is $4 trillion. It is basically a Christmas Santa Claus left-wing socialist wish list of crap that federalizes elections and all this stuff that has absolutely nothing to do with COVID-19. It's being exposed. They're being exposed for the frauds they are right now. I'll tell you the other thing that's happening is people are starting to wise up to the fraudulent numbers and the false modeling in this COVID-19. The number of deaths in states that are open are down. It's unbelievable. They're down as a percentage basis. They continue to fall because, as we've been saying, more people have it, and the death rate, the mortality rate for COVID-19 is just that, like the common flu. When you carve out the aged and those with underlying health conditions that are at risk who should be protected from COVID-19, when you carve those out, it's under the flu. And we have destroyed the economy, and the Democrats are trying to make a new country out of it. And people have had enough. Now what you got all kinds of things going on now that the Democrats are doing. Eric Trump said last night what I've been saying for 2 months. The vaccine is Joe Biden. The Democrats are going to carry this forward until November. Their objective is to get mail-in federal ballots. Their goal is power, to oust Trump. That's it. Everything else is nonsense, and we've called them on it. And you should call them on it too. It's over for them. Because if you look at Georgia, which is open, people are gathering now in Georgia in the thousands. They had this huge block party in DeLand, Florida, which is basically 3,000 people there. Nobody's dying in this street. There's no body bags and cul-de-sacs. This whole thing is ridiculous. You take the mask, you got Caitlin Collins, another fraud at CNN, a fraud, goes to the press conference in a mask. As soon as the press conference is over, she's caught on camera taking it off. It's all for show. This whole thing is going to get exposed for the fraud it is. Not the flu, not the bug. It's a nasty bug, and if you're vulnerable, it could kill you. Other than that, it's a nasty bug that is going to knock you on your butt for a week, and you're going to be in a lot of discomfort. Other than that, you're not going to die. And that's just what the number. You want data and science? That's the data and science. We have destroyed our way of life and our economy over a nasty bug. And yes, 85,000 people have died, but the majority of those are over 80. Half are over 80. 2/3, almost 3/5 are over 75. All of them with underlying health conditions. Now we have the governor in Colorado, thank goodness for him, saying, we're going to change the way we're coding this now. Just because you died and had COVID-19 doesn't mean you died from COVID-19. Now we're going to change it to you died from COVID-19, which is driving the numbers down. There's people in hospice. If you put somebody in hospice before they had COVID-19, you put him in there to rest peacefully and die. That's what hospice is for. If they get COVID-19 while they're in hospice, it goes down as a COVID-19 death, so they can get another $13,000, folks. The gig on this whole thing is up. I'm gonna tell you what, there's going to be a backlash. You look right now at this Pelosi bill. If anybody has a brain and they read like 2 paragraphs of it, I think it's a complete joke. They want to completely take over your life and bankrupt you in perpetuity so they can gain power. They're exposed for what they are. Listen, Georgia is open. Deaths are down. Florida is open. Deaths are down. Wisconsin, a Supreme Court ruling knocked out all the restriction orders. There's nothing. Bars are open there like nobody's tomorrow. They open up the doors. They swung them open. Some bar owners decided not to open, couldn't get the employees, couldn't make money. That's up to them. It's a free economy. As bad as things are now, it's still up to people to make their own decisions. I mean, we still live in America right now. I don't know what we're going to change it to, but we're still living here right now. So what is happening in Wisconsin? What is going to happen is the fake news is going to drive the fake narrative of all the cases. They will keep driving this, but the gig is up. They're not going to make it to November, folks. The clock's running out. You cannot continue to ruin people's lives when your numbers don't add up. And this has been the narrative. Stay home, shelter in place, don't go out. Consumer demand, we understand it's going to be down for a while, but that doesn't matter. It'll eventually come back when other people go out. Ann and I went to the beach on a date day. We went to Virginia Beach on Saturday. Now, ostensibly, Virginia Beach is closed. Ostensibly, we didn't go on the beach. We walked on the boardwalk. We held hands. We had a beautiful day. We ate outside because that's what's allowed open. I saw maybe, 5,000 people. 2% had masks. I mean, maybe 2 out of 100 had masks. 98% of the people there didn't have masks. The beach was packed. Umbrellas, blankets, coolers. I thought those were illegal. Now, there were cops there on horseback, supposed to be intimidating, but they were nice. What are they going to do? Run on the beach and arrest you because you have a blanket? I mean, give me a break. This whole thing is beyond the pale of absurd. I'm going to be in Virginia Beach at the oceanfront on Wednesday, so you don't want to miss that. But the gig is up. You look at Milwaukee, Wisconsin, there's no restrictions, folks. Zero. Now it's up to local governments to impose restrictions. Good luck with that. They're all these people are going to get voted out. All of them. I'm telling you, we are at the cresp of a wave. And the wave is open America and get your life back and take your country back. I mean, this is beyond small business now with PPP and what the forgiveness is. Everybody's moved beyond that. Businesses, some are going to survive and some aren't. We can't change that now. And I applaud government and Mnuchin for changing the payback plan. Nobody expected that money to get paid back anyway. So nobody's going to pay it back, whatever, move on. I'm on to something else, all right? Now what I'm on to right now is opening up America and getting your life back. This is, some people tell me, consumer demand is going to be down. Sure. But it isn't about that. Right now, folks, it's no longer about PPP, this stimulus, that stimulus, this giveaway and that giveaway. You know what it's about now? People want their life back. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it in everybody I talk to and everywhere I go. They're sick and tired of the government telling them what to do because the numbers don't add up. And when you go to Virginia Beach like I did with a Fräulein on Saturday and you see 98% of the people with no mask and the place is packed, what is that telling you? It's telling you that those that want to go out are going out and they don't believe in this nonsense. I don't wear a mask because I don't think it's healthy. I don't want all my germs back in my mouth. I want to keep my immune system up. And as far as spreading it to somebody, how am I going to spread it if I don't touch them? What, I'm going to go up to it and breathe in their face? Give me a break. Fauci said on March 29th, masks were stupid. You want to wear a mask, wear it. I don't really care what you do. If you want to stay home, stay home. I don't really care what you do. I want to go out and live. I tell you, the next touch point, the flashpoint that's coming, is when these maniacal, power-hungry governors close schools in the fall. And that's coming. I don't think they're going to open schools in Virginia. That's coming. You want to see a revolt in America? You close public schools down again in August. Everybody got March and April. We all got it. We didn't know what was happening. Now we do. And you're going to get the narrative about a child had a COVID-related inflammatory flare-up in New York and they died. They're going to try to scare you. They're going to say, oh, the kids are going to bring it home to grandma. Sequester grandma. It's very simple. I've got a 91-year-old mother living with me. Friend of Joe's came over yesterday to pick him up in his truck to play ball. I'm not going to expose him to my mother. What do you think, I'm an idiot? She's 91. She gets it. She's dead. I get it. So we have her somewhat sequestered. And there's no kissing and hugging. And we keep our distance. She comes and eats dinner, and everybody washes their hands because we have to protect the 91-year-old mom, grandma that's in our house. Other than that, you got to be kidding me. There's going to be a way, folks. There's going to be a backlash. Now we've got a couple other things. Now we've got Georgia, Florida, and Wisconsin. Keep your eye on these states, Den. This is the key. Keep your eye on the deaths of these states. Keep your eye on it. Because if they don't go way up and they're open, what's that tell you? And Wisconsin's totally open. I mean, there are no restrictions. You can go to a bar. You can go to a concert if they chose to have one. There are no restrictions because the Supreme Court struck it down, and other Supreme Courts are going to start to strike these down, and there is going to be a political reckoning for these people. So keep your eye on those three states, then, and that's really the numbers that we have to focus on. Georgia, Florida, and Wisconsin. These are the three states that are open. The Stanford study, which said that the number of people with COVID-19 is underestimated between 50x and 85x. Now that's getting attacked, as we said it would be. The media first attacked the study, then they attacked the people that did the study. They're saying it's fraud because the CEO Neeland of JetBlue donated $5,000 to the research. $5,000? Like if he donated $500,000, I might raise an eyebrow. $5,000? Like that's going to influence scientists at Stanford? Like a 5K donation? This is what they're relegated to. The left has to trash every single thing that points to reopening because the gig is up. There is going to be a political reckoning, and it is coming, folks. It is coming, and you're right at the cusp of it, right on my show. Because I don't care what anybody says. Nobody else has traveled the country in the last 3 weeks than I have, and I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going to Florida. I'm going to Wisconsin. Wednesday, I'll be in Virginia Beach. Thursday, Charlottesville. Friday, Liberty University, Lynchburg. I'm traveling, they're not. I'm talking to people, they're not. That's the difference. That's why you tune me in. Let me tell you what's going to happen in November. Trump is going to win in a landslide. He is going to win in a landslide. And the Republicans are going to win 50 seats. There is going to be political payback. Trump voters and those that see their civil liberties being stripped away for nothing are finally waking up. This is a sleeping giant. And you know what? These whack job, crackpot, left-wing kook governors drunk with power aren't going to be able to stop it. Maybe they can stop it in California, and maybe they can stop it in New York, but they sure as hell are not going to stop it in the heartland. Now let's talk about these contact tracers they're hiring. Washington State is hiring 10,000 of them. Virginia's hiring 1,300. These are people that have authority to come bang on your door. And if you were identified as having come into contact with somebody, even if you haven't, even if it's because they're an enemy, and you're in Washington State, and you've got 3 people in the house in 1 bathroom, they will take your kids. That's what they're empowered to do. You wait till they start knocking on doors and try to take your children into defects because you've only got 1 bathroom and somebody identified you as maybe being in contact with somebody that's sick. Wait till they start knocking on your doors and demanding you not go to your job to feed your family and stay in quarantine. And if you're not home, they start handing out fines. And the third time, they come with handcuffs and tote you off to jail because the beds are empty because they've let out the criminals. What the hell do you think is going to happen? I mean, these people have not thought this through. There is a sleeping giant about to be cracked up over the head and woken up. And you think they're not going to turn out in November? They can't wait until the next election. All these people are going. They're all going. And the Democrats are not going to be able to stop the wave. You know why? The Army, this is the laugh my ass off moment. The Get out the vote, vote harvesting, knock on doors, bus people in, charter bus, put them up in hotels. Army they've been able to construct for get out the vote. You saw it with Spanberger and Loria bussing thousands of people in. Good for them. I mean, it's a good plan. They getting on no bus. Those snowflakes ain't gonna do crap. You think they're getting on a bus and coming to Virginia from wherever they are? Massachusetts or New York? You think they're gonna go knock on doors? You think they're gonna expose themselves? They're sitting at home in a hazmat suit in their closet shaking like a leaf. Think if they're 28 and they're exposed to somebody that touched an orange at the Trader Joe's, they're going to get sick and die. They're going to do crap just like they didn't do anything in California 2025. The army that the DNC has constructed, Act Blue, all this crap, it's sidelined. They don't have an army anymore. They're not going out. They're not going to knock on doors. They're not going to vote harvest. They're not going to do anything. They're sheltering in place in their house, shaking like leaves, going to Trader Joe's, stopping at a public bathroom and washing everything before they bring the bag in the house. They're going to go out and knock on doors. Are you kidding me? The political reckoning, folks, it's coming. Trump is going to win. He's going to win bigger than ever. And the Republicans are going to hold the Senate, and they're going to win 50 seats. And a lot of these governors are going to get blown out. And these local officials like LeVar Stoney, they're all going. John Fredericks Radio Network.